What's going on YouTube? 65 Rider here, coming back to you with another video. In today's video I want to show you guys a few aesthetic upgrades that I've done to my beautiful 2024 Yamaha MT-10. I went ahead and carbonized it, or got some, essential carbon fiber pieces on the bike, because as you know, get a bike, you have to add a little bit of carbon flavor on it. We're gonna stop by here in a little bit and do a quick walk around. Before we do that, I need to go and get gas, because you guys, I'm so freaking excited. I gotta get the bike prepped, because tomorrow is actually gonna be my first ever track day, you guys. so freaking excited about that. I signed up for it like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. Kind of came out of nowhere. I've always wanted to do a track day, but always have been super intimidated by it. And last week I was like, you know what, fuck it, fuck the fear, let me go ahead and sign up for it. I signed up for it, then I went and told my boys to sign up for it. So yeah, we're hitting our first track day tomorrow. We're actually going to Homestead Speedway, and I'll bring you guys along with me for the entire experience and document it. I'm obviously going in the novice group because it's my first time, and with the novice group they actually include track school, which is super exciting. Alright, let me put some gas and get back to y'all.
12 seconds later.
Man, it's crazy how much gas is nowadays. Bro, I used to fill this whole... What are you doing, brother? Stay in your lane, homie. I used to fill this thing up with like 12 bucks. Now it's like 18. It's ridiculous. But anyway, we'll talk more about the track day. I'll make the video tomorrow, documenting my experience, and hopefully we'll release it out shortly after this one. But let's move on to the main topic of today's video. You guys, I am so excited about these carbon fiber pieces, because if you followed my channel for a while, you'll know I love carbon fiber. It's one of the really cool things that you can do to your bike from an aesthetic point of view. If y'all remember my Road Glide, I had a carbon fiber fender on that. I'm hoping to get some carbon on the Pan America, but I took the leap and got some carbon here. Now, I did go the cheap route, you guys. I went the eBay route. I know not all carbon fiber is made the same. However, it's nice to save a little bit of money, and instead of going with a brand name like RPM carbon or whatever else is out there, I decided to go the eBay route and buy some, take that leap of faith and buy some carbon fiber from China. But you guys, this is, I don't know, it was a secret to me, but this might be a very well-kept secret, because that Chinese carbon fiber is actually really good quality. And you can't even tell that it's like not from a brand name or a brand company or something. And I'll show you what it looks like here in a second. But I ended up getting the front fender, I got the rear fender, as well as the chain guard, all from a company called Akoso on eBay, Akoso. I'm gonna link them in the description down below so you guys can check them out. The front carbon fiber came in pretty quickly, because I guess they stored it in their US based warehouse. The rear carbon fiber, I had some issues with it, because the first one that I got, I didn't like it, and I'll put a video over here of what it looked like, but it didn't match the aesthetics of the bike, and it didn't match the factory fender. The shape of it looked a little different, and then after I installed it, it wasn't like set in place for whatever reason. I can just like hold it and move it up and down. You guys will see here in the footage. So I had to go through the return process and return that one, and ended up getting a replacement that looks exactly like the rear fender, and it was supposed to be like an R1 fender, but it fits on the MT-10. So that took a little while, and then eventually I got the chain guard. That took the longest because they didn't have it in store in the US, and it came directly from China. It took like a month month, bro. Maybe a little over a month, because the first one they sent got lost in the mail or something, and so I had to reorder it, and so it eventually got here. And it was a bitch to install. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here in a little bit. I did make a install video for both the front and the rear fender. I'm just like, I went through the footage. I'm like, I'm not gonna post it because it's so basic. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll put separate, like, super short videos showing how the install looked. But basically, it was super easy to install the front fender. All you gotta do is take off the factory front fender. You got 6 bolts. You got 3 on each side, 2 at the front and then 1 in the back of the fender and on each side. And one thing you have to be careful of, something to remember, is to actually grab the rubber washers from your stock fender and go ahead and put them on the new carbon fiber one. That way it becomes a tight fit and you don't have any loose caps or anything like that. The rear one was super easy. 2 bolts. You just take off the old one, put the new one. Same thing. You can take the spacers. They're actually like metal spacers that you can take off from the stock fender, put it on the carbon fiber fender, and then you are good to go, and it sticks in place. But yeah, here's the bike. Here's what it looks like from afar. Let's get a closer look. So you'll see here, this is the front fender. Yeah, it was 6 bolts, so 2 on each side. You'll see here 1, 2, 3, and then the same thing on the other side. And if you'll see here a little closely, you'll see the little rubber washers that you can put in place. That way it makes it like stick and not move at all. And then you got the rear one. All I have to do is take out these 3, take them out from the other side, and just line it up. One thing you need to be careful of is this right here. I kind of almost messed up, but I have my ABS wire right here. When I was putting this guy back on, the wire kind of got trapped behind the bolt, and I started like fucking squeezing it, bro. Thankfully I noticed in time, and I had to like take it out and put some like electric tape on it, and it didn't get snapped, thankfully. Here's the rear one. You'll see it looks exactly like the factory rear fender, but man, look at this machining or whatever on the carbon. It's so nice. And I decided, you know, there's a lot of resellers for carbon fiber on eBay, but I decided to stick with one single company, because that way you get the same pattern for all the different pieces. But yeah, this is what the rear one looks like. Beautiful. And you'll see here, if you look in there, you'll see the little metal washer inside. And then finally, this guy over here, the chain guard. And again, this one said it was actually for an R1, but it fits perfectly on the MT-10. You'll see one thing is that it's a little bit tall, it's a little bit higher, because the stock one was a little bit downward, so it kind of hid the chain. This one exposes the chain a little bit more, and you'll see it's about 1 inch shorter than the stock one. The stock one went out all the way out here. So installing this one was a bitch. To be honest, I didn't take a video of it, but I did put some photos here. Over here, this one's super easy. There's a push pin that you can push in, and then you pull that one off. I don't know if you can see, it's right over there. But the bitch part is right here, dude. I'll see if I can get it from here. Maybe I'll see if we can zoom in, and I'll point it out in the camera, but it's right over there, right behind the chain. That was a bitch to get to, because you just have no space to work with. So instead, what I did was I got an Allen key, a pretty long Allen key, and I had to like line it up through the teeth of the sprocket and just go one by one and spin it one by one. It took fucking like 30 minutes just to get it out, and then another 30 to put it back in or so. You'll see it right here. I definitely put a lot of Loctite, because you don't want this thing coming out. Because if it does, then the bolt can get stuck in your sprocket, and it's pretty dangerous. So keep it, if you do this one and you don't plan on removing this again, I would put like red Loctite, dude. I only put blue Loctite, but I would put red Loctite. But yeah, bro, like here it is. Looks really good. It kind of made the bike really come together. I don't think I'm gonna do any more carbon. I did end up buying another eBay piece, and it was like some side covers that go here, kind of like the SP, and it covers the frame, which honestly looked really nice. The problem was that when I received it and I looked at it, it was actually plastic that's painted to look like carbon, and it looked like shit, to be honest. So I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna do it. I'll put a link for it below too for you guys if you want it, but I decided not to keep it because I'd prefer to have real carbon than just plastic. But yeah, that's what the bike looks like. Here are the carbon patterns. So beautiful, you guys. Freaking love this bike. And I can't wait to see how it does on the track tomorrow. I'm super excited. I'm a little nervous, but I'm definitely excited about it. Alright, let me go ahead and take a quick thumbnail photo and then we can roll. Actually, I should have shown you guys this in the sun because it reflects it so much better. Look at that carbon. So clean, bro. It wasn't even that expensive. I'm not going to put the price here, but I'm going to put the links for you guys here because I don't remember the prices, but you can check it out in the links in the description. But yeah, even look at the rear one. So beautiful, dude. Oh, one thing to consider is your rear brake line. The stock fender came with a little pin holder or whatever that fit in the stock fender to kind of keep it in place. Unfortunately, the hole, you'll see here, was too small on the rear fender. So instead what I did was I just brought a zip tie. Zip ties always save lives, man. Put it through the hole and around the cable, and you'll see it's holding it in place just fine. It's not moving or anything. So that's what I ended up doing. But yeah, here it is, man, in all its glory. Definitely needs another wash, although I washed it like a couple weeks ago, but I'll do it after the track day. Just need to get a thumbnail now. So I'm excited for this track day. All they ask you to do with your bike is just tape up your headlights, your mirrors, your turn signals, and your tail lights, which is not bad. Some other tracks, like, they require you to like empty your coolant and do a bunch of shit like that. You guys, don't judge me for not wearing gear today because I was just going to the gas station and shoot this quick video. I'm usually all the gear all the time kind of guy, but it's so freaking hot today. Couldn't justify it. Bro, this bike is ridiculous, and honestly with the two-wheel dyno works tune on this, oh my god, I still need to bring you guys the video about that. It's just ridiculous, a ridiculous bike. So I know some people love carbon fiber, well, where they'll like go all out and they'll put the tank pads in carbon and change these and this and that in carbon. I'm not that type of guy. I usually like to be super subtle with my carbon fiber, and so I think that's it in terms of carbon. I don't think I'll put anything else. That's more than enough carbon for me. It's just there to kind of break the colors a little bit with the front fender, rear fender, and the chain guard. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How do you feel about the carbon? Are you the type of guy that likes to put a lot of carbon or a little carbon? What's up, dude? CF Moto looks good. Or do you like to put a lot of carbon on your bike and cover the entire thing with carbon? Let me know if you have any questions or any inquiries about this specific carbon fiber. Obviously I bought it with my own money. It wasn't like sponsored or anything like that. I just thought I'd share it with you guys because it was decently priced compared to something like RPM Carbon or one of the big name brands. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed, and then hit that like button to help support the channel. Let's do a quick rip. Quick rip. Alright, I need to calm down. Hope that wasn't a cop. It's just like the power on this bike is addicting, bro. I think it's because of all the like low and mid-range torque. Like you just want to rip it. And I was even going like quarter of the throttle. I wasn't going like all the way, you know what I mean? And when you go all the way, bro, you get smacked with the power. It's crazy. It's so crazy. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this this little rip, and I'll see y'all on the next one, y'all. Wish me luck at the track tomorrow. All right, peace, y'all. Later.